Jakarta will continue to play its role as the hub of Indonesian economy, as well as culture, and net as a hub of transportation's logistical system. So Jakarta role in Indonesia will perhaps be more or less similar to what it is today. Its role as the capital city, as a central of government, central of political activity, may be reformed, but in its economic role, it will continue. And as you know, that the largest metropolitan is Jakarta. It is a megapolitan, but there are also big cities, and we will be the hub of all of that. And if I also may share, Jakarta will continue to be a benchmark for other cities in making a sustainable city doable. As I earlier mentioned about public transport, we know that across Indonesia, most urban areas still relied on private motorized vehicles, and Jakarta is shifting from car-oriented development into transit-oriented development. And that's one of an important role that Jakarta is showing to the rest of urban areas across Indonesia. Let's not repeat what we experienced in the past. Our size in terms of territorial is around 600 kilometers square. We have 11 million people, and we have 16 million registered vehicles. Let's assume 5 million of them were operating outside the city. Still, we have 11 million motorized vehicles, and we have 11 million people. That is what we are today. And it is a result of decades of development that is based on car-oriented approach. We started 5 years ago to embark on that new journey. That Jakarta is being developed as a transit-oriented city. And with that approach, we hope other urban area in Indonesia will also embark on that journey. That will tackle many things, such as climate challenge, and also about efficiency in our economy. As we know that traffic congestion costs so much to the economy. On that approach, on transit-oriented, it is not only about building public transport, but also about creating green spaces. And all our cities across Indonesia will need to do that. So Jakarta started doing that. In the past 5 years, if I may share a little bit, we have developed no less than 400 parks and 48 urban forests across the city. And we are shifting our paradigm about parks. In the Indonesian terms, a park is called taman, but the concept is garden. And we're shifting from garden to parks, even though the name is still called taman. Because garden is a place where you actually observe, you watch plantations, you watch flowers, you enjoy the greenery, but parks is a place to play. So urban areas are being reformed in terms of its park facility so that it will enable our community to enjoy interaction through parks and also to help create a more sustainable cities. So if I may conclude on your questions, on the one hand, Jakarta will continue to be the center of Indonesian economy, to be the hub of mobility across Indonesia. But let's not forget, it's in Jakarta that majority of reforms about urban management is also taking place. And that will benefit cities across Indonesia. So we do things that with that, the role of Jakarta as gateway to the world, and for the world to enter Indonesia will continue to be in Jakarta. So I'm pretty sure the vibrant city of Jakarta continue to play a significant and positive role in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Panis. We are running out of time, but I do want to do a quick round. If each of you can summarize in one sentence or less, you have each describe such thoughtful responses to how to build sustainable cities. But here's my question. If you were leading a whole country, what is the one thing you would do to ensure it is resilient and sustainable? Maybe we can start with Panis.
Resilience and?
Sustainable, Pak.
We really have to make our cities more livable, and we have no choice. We don't want to move to Mars. We want to stay in our cities. And so we had no choice but to make our cities more livable. And doing so, we need the political will. The technology is there. The policy instrument is there. What is often absent is political will translated into fiscal and policy actions. That's what's needed. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak. Let's go to Pak Ridwan and Pak Bambang.
Yes, I think great life is a balanced life. All problems comes from excessive lifestyle in the form of economy, excessive in the form of social lifestyle and many things. Yeah, so I think the goal of sustainable is basically balancing how we progress with economy, how we inclusive to social justice to people, but also preserving the environment. But the problem is not everybody has the same mindset. So I think the challenge to get to the point sustainability, resilient, successful is, for me, the most challenging one is to educate the decision makers and also the society. Thank you.
Thank you. Pak Bambang?
Yeah. Nusantara is a cities for tomorrow, where all the people, nature, and culture will be in harmony. So let's reimagining cities, especially in Indonesia, with a new standard, with a new norm, with a new way of living, working, and also learning, so that a city of tomorrow that will host and have the 5 characters that I mentioned before, the green, smart, inclusive, resilient, and that will be enough for our sustainability for the future.
Thank you so much to our exciting panelists. Let's give them a round of applause. And thank you for listening raptly to our conversation. We also want to thank our presenting sponsor, LPS.